دانش آموزان عزیز صبح بخیر. این مدیرتون است که صحبت میکنه. زیاد وقت کلاستون رو نمیگیرم. فقط میخوام اعلام کنم که از امروز تغییراتی در دروس شما رخ خواهد داد. معلمین گرامی این تغییرات رو به توجهتان میرسانند. درخواست من از همه شما عزیزان این است که با هوشیاری آموزش‌های معلم خود را آویزه گوش کنید. مطمئن هستم که شما هم برای خود و هم برای کل مدرسه افتخار آفرین خواهید بود. با تشکر.
ساکت. نظم کلاسی حفظ کنین. این درس اول امروزه. 2 به علاوه 2 مساوی 5. حالا تکرار کنیم. 2 با 2 میشه 5. 2 با 2 چند میشه؟ 5 میشه. بلندتر. 2 با 2 چند میشه؟
5 میشه.
بلندتر چند میشه؟
5 میشه.
تکرار کنین. 2 با 2 چند میشه؟
5 میشه.
چی مثلا؟
آقا اجازه مگه 2 با 2 4 نمیشه؟
من دارم به تو میگم 2 با 2 5 میشه. پس چه سوال نیست. فهمیدی؟
آقا فقط فکر کردیم که
فکر نکن. نمیخواد فکر کنی. 2 با 2 5 میشه. حالا بشین حرف نزن. دفتراتون رو باز کنین و بنویسین. 2 به علاوه 2.
آقا اجازه 2 به علاوه 2 میشه 4. وقتی همه چی 4 میشه چطوری ممکنه این دفعه 5 بشه؟
اصلا کی به تو چیز رفتن داد؟ به چه حقی من سوال میبری؟
آقا فقط میخواستم بگم
2 با 2 5 میشه. تکرار کن.
ولی آقا روی تخته
تکرار کن.
2 به علاوه 2
رو به تخته.
4. همتون میدونین که 4 میشه.
تخته رو نگاه کن.
تو هم که میدونین 4 میشه چیزی نمیگی.
سکوت. جون نخور تو برگردم.
چکشه بابا. ای میخوای همون تو در سر بندازی. خیلی عصبیش کردم. یا پدرش رو در میاره.
این دانش آموز فکر کنه از همه بهتر میدونه. خیلی روش زیاده. بگو ببینم پسر 2 با 2 چند میشه؟
آقا اجازه 4 میشه آقا.
شنیدی؟ باورتون میشه؟ این دانش آموزان از ممتازترین دانش آموزان مدرسه‌ن. الگوی این مدرسه‌ن. یه ذره از اینا یاد بگیریم. بگیم اینا 2 با 2 چند میشه؟
آقا اجازه 5 میشه آقا.
آفرین. اینجا پسر. حالا حاضر جمع چند میشه؟ جواب سعیده بنویس. این آخرین فرصت. کسی دیگه هم هست که درس امروز نخونده باشه؟ نگاه کن. ببریم بیرون.
Next week, you won't need to pick a gender to apply for a Washington, D.C. driver's license. The state following in Oregon's footsteps. We actually told you about that last week.
And just that thing again, just going back to your original article, you know, just because we disagree with something, should it be banned? Is our world really coming to a place of safe spaces? You know, isn't that what the Nazis did? They burned books because they didn't like what was written inside them.
Exactly right.
You know? So are we going to support fascist behaviour now? Is that what we're going to do in a bid to be PC?
I think that is exactly what's happening.
So I have to ask you, speaking of countries divided by language and religion, about Canada, the country we lived for a while. There is a new law in Canada that apparently will criminalize the misuse of pronouns. You could go to jail for calling someone by a pronoun he, she, or whatever doesn't prefer. Am I misreading this law? Does it actually suggest that that could happen?
Yes, they've added gender identity to the Canadian Human Rights Act. And that actually is the case. For Canadians, now misgendering someone will risk you being embroiled either at a Human Rights Commission or in a criminal court. I mean, it's absolutely extraordinary, this. What we're witnessing is an Orwellian assault on the most fundamental language, the language which defines the two sexes. And Canada has just put itself on the side of criminalizing that.
Wait, a fundamental language that corresponds with fundamental biology, all of which it is now mandatory to deny. It's you sort of wonder, like, why does no one stand up and say that?
You've taught only in Sweden, right? So what has been changing and what has changed in the last 10 years?
I started to observe things about 15 years ago, I think. I started to feel that the corridor, you know, of opinions were
getting narrower.
Yeah, and it was quite obvious in school. You change focus in school. You were not supposed to teach the students anymore. You were supposed to make good citizens of them, to have the right values, the right opinions, and that was kind of a political propaganda. I didn't realize that first. I was just wondering what is happening. Why can't we say what we want anymore? There was I called it everyone should agree and think exactly the same.
Now, just because they decide that, well, science has decided, much other discussion has been made, is that when you have a certain set of genitals, sex organs, reproductive organs, that they are ascribed to be male or female.
Sure, a society like the one in Gattaca won't happen overnight, but we still need to be cautious because it could happen progressively. If we greenlight this kind of technology, who's to say we won't greenlight the next one, and the next one, and the next one?
Where do we go next from here as well? Like, you know what? I'm going to be species neutral. From now I'm going to be a toaster. I'm going to identify as a toaster. It's going to be fantastic. I think we have a responsibility to at least engender some sort of identity into our kids.
But why from the start would you make life so difficult for the kid to have to explain in all the forms, all the going through, that my mum and dad, sorry, is that gender normative? My parent, co-parent, guardian +1, what is the official term here?
Up until now, our whole society has been rooted in the fact that every one of our genders is here because of chance. I am a woman today, not because my parents specifically chose me to be, but because that's just how the dice rolled. We now have a way to control for gender we have never encountered before. It's like tipping the scale in a balance that, up until now, we had thought to be fairly even.
Welcome. Ignore that. It will end. Now, our first question, 1 + 1. Yes.
2.
Incorrect. Yes.
Multiculturalism.
Well done, Simon. Next question. What is 3 × 3? Yes?
9.
Wrong. Yes, Penelope.
Gender equality.
Very good, Penelope.
Is this a joke?
You think gender equality is a joke?
No, but isn't this a maths class?
Don't be so racist.
I just asked a question.
We don't ask questions. Questions are offensive.
Yeah!
Now, students, I trust you've all completed your research assignments. And remember, the person with the highest mark will be flying to New York to present their paper at the World Mathematics Summit. Well done, Penelope. 6 out of 10. You too, Simon. 6 out of 10.
Hey, be careful. You've been staring at her for 10 seconds.
What?
It's a form of harassment to stare at a woman for more than 15 seconds straight. And when I use the term straight, I don't mean to offend any persons of a non-traditional sexual preference. And when I use the term non-traditional, I don't mean to offend any persons who oppose historically normalized...
Okay, I get it.
Unfortunately, Sunshine, your research assignment is only worth a 1 out of 10.
I've used Fourier transform and mathematical methods in electronics to analyze the electrodiagrams of at-risk patients and calculate their risk of experiencing a heart attack. I mean, it's a new method, but it could potentially save thousands of lives.
7.
You barely even read it.
You used red pen.
What?
Red is considered offensive in many religions.
Why would you belittle everything down to a singular colour? Well, humanity is a rainbow of beauty and spirituality.
Yeah. Okay, fine. 7 out of 10, but that still means I get to go to the summit, right?
The marking process isn't over yet. Now, because we live in a society based on equality, the total amount of marks are to be divided equally among our students.
You've got to be kidding me.
Well done, students. We're all equal. We're all average.
Yay! But then who gets to go to the summit?
Oh, we haven't added our privilege points yet. Don't you know anything?
That is correct. Now, Penelope, you are female, so that's +1 privilege point. However, you are white, so that's -1.
I'm also bisexual.
+1. That leaves you with a total score of 6 out of 10. Simon, unfortunately, you're straight, white, and male.
And cisgendered.
Yes, so that's -4 privilege points, which leaves you with a total score of 1.
It's only fair.
Now you're male, and I don't like you. So that's -2 privilege points, But you are brown and sexually ambiguous, so that's +2. That leaves you with a total score of 5.
Wait, why am I sexually ambiguous?
And finally, Sunshine.
I'm gay, I'm trans, I'm Asian, I'm overweight, I'm lower class, I'm unintelligent, unattractive, I've got hairs on my nipples, and I also got body odor, and I can't really run properly or tie my shoelaces by myself. And I once watched a pigeon die.
Wonderful, Sunshine. That's 13 privilege points. That leaves you with a total score of 18 out of 10. Well done, Sunshine. You're going to New York.
Hooray, Sunshine!
We knew you could do it!
Let me see this. They've just written equality and drawn love hearts on a piece of paper.
He expressed himself, and it's beautiful.
He didn't even spell equality correctly.
We don't discriminate.
This has nothing to do with mathematics.
Do you think you're so great with your maths and your science and your facts? What about feelings, huh?
Yeah. Feelings are more important than facts.
Yeah! This is wrong. You're all crazy.
Stop violating me with your different opinions.
I have the right to speak my mind.
No, we have the right not to be offended.
And that's more important. And if you don't stop verbally assaulting us, we will be forced to attack you in self-defense.
Can't do that.
Actually, we have every right to do so.
And it's illegal for you to fight back.
Yeah!
This is insane.
Prepare to die a noble social justice warrior. Death!
Sunshine!
Welcome. Ignore that. It will end.